Welcome to this explainer. Moving to the United States is incredibly exciting, but let's be real, it comes with some major logistical headaches. And one of the biggest, trying to build your financial life from absolute scratch. Whether you're an international student, a skilled professional, or a new immigrant, the very first hurdle you're going to hit is qualifying for a U.S. credit card without already having an established American credit history. It's tough, but that's exactly where the Zolve credit card steps in. Today, we're going to dive deep and explore every single detail you need to know about how this card can help you navigate the system. To guide our journey today, we'll start with the U.S. credit catch-22. Then we'll talk about breaking the credit barrier, look at important costs to consider, and finally, answer the big question, is Zolve for you? All right, let's kick things off with Section 1, the U.S. credit catch-22. You need credit to get a credit card, but you need a credit card to build credit. Seriously, how frustrating is that reality for newcomers? Traditional U.S. banks generally expect you to already have this excellent, established U.S. credit score before they'll even glance at your credit card application. But how are you supposed to have a score if no one will give you a card to begin with? It's the classic catch-22. You need the credit to get the card, but you need the card to build the credit. This just creates a massive, totally unnecessary roadblock for people who are otherwise perfectly capable of managing their finances. Moving right along to Section 2, breaking the credit barrier. So while traditional U.S. banks practically lock you out by demanding an American credit score and a social security number right off the bat, and yeah, they often want a security deposit too, Zolve takes a completely different approach. Instead of looking for a U.S. credit score that you obviously don't have yet, they look at who you actually are. They consider your visa status, your employment, your identity documents. Basically, they approve you based on your real-world circumstances, sometimes even before you get your hands on an SSN. It's just a much more welcoming, common-sense way to do things. And because of that, Zolve removes those giant financial barriers right out of the gate. First off, it has a $0 annual fee. That's huge for making it an affordable starting point. Secondly, it's an unsecured card, which means no security deposit. Actually, a lot of starter cards force you to lock up $200 to $500 of your own money just to open the account. Zolve doesn't do that, so you keep your cash. On top of that, you earn Z points, getting about a 1% base reward rate on eligible purchases, with some extra promotional rights at partner brands. Plus, the whole thing is managed through a super sleek modern mobile banking app. $15,000. I mean, wow, right? Approved applicants can receive a credit limit all the way up to this maximum. Now, keeping expectations realistic, your initial limit might start lower based on your specific financial profile and income. But having a potential ceiling this high provides a fantastic runway. It gives you plenty of room to grow as you get more established here in the States. But honestly, the real long-term value here is how this card acts as a stepping stone for your whole life in America. Think of it like a giant puzzle. Step 1, you make your payments on time and keep those balances low. Step 2, Zolve actively reports all that great behavior to the major U.S. credit bureaus. And Step 3? Well, that is where the magic happens. Your responsible use today directly unlocks your financial tomorrow. We are talking about qualifying for premium rewards cards, getting auto loans, easily securing an apartment, lowering your insurance premiums, and yes, eventually getting a mortgage. Okay, let's pivot to Section 3, important costs to consider. Now, to make sure you're fully informed and protected, we absolutely have to talk about the costs. The purchase APR is a variable rate currently sitting at 35.50%. That's pretty high compared to mainstream cards. There's also a 3% foreign transaction fee on international purchases, so just keep that in mind if you're traveling back home a lot. Plus, late or returned payment fees can hit up to $40. So the absolute golden rule here, seriously, I cannot stress this enough, is to pay your statement balance in full every single month. Zolve gives you a grace period of at least 25 days, so if you pay in full, you literally avoid all of that expensive interest. Also, just a quick heads up on what this card does not do. Zolve doesn't support balance transfers and no cash advances either. But honestly, that's fine. This card isn't meant for complex financial acrobatics. It keeps you focused strictly on standard, everyday purchases to help you systematically build up that credit profile. All right, bringing it all together with Section 4, is Zolve for you? Well, if you're an international student, an H-1B visa holder, a skilled professional, or any new immigrant with limited or no U.S. credit history, this card is basically a slam dunk. Our source gives Zolve a really impressive 8.8 out of 10 rating because it perfectly fills such a massive gap in the market. It gives you an accessible, dignified way to establish your credit. Now, of course, if you're someone who already has a stellar US credit score and you just want luxury travel perks, you'll want to look elsewhere. But for your very first US card, it's a game changer. So, what's your next move? To empower your financial future and take that absolute best next step, you need the right strategy. Do yourself a favor and visit wisecreditcardconsumer.com right now to download their completely free 84-page guide. It's called How to Turn Your Credit Card into Gold. It is packed, and I mean packed, with strategies to maximize your rewards and avoid those costly mistakes that trap so many people. Build your credit, protect your wallet, and set yourself up for a lifetime of financial success in the US. The only question left is, are you going to let the Credit Patch 22 hold you back, or are you ready to turn your first credit card into gold?